Good morning. Myself, Shobhik Bakchi, Assistant Professor of Department of Electrical Engineering, Bojboj Institute of Technology, Kolkata. Today, I am going to describe about the part of the relay chapter, that is differential protection. To explain the differential protection, first we need to know the definition. The relay whose operating depends on the phase difference of two or more electrical quantities is known as the differential protection relay. Actually, it works on the principle of comparison between phase angle and the magnitude of the same electrical quantities. That means it is based on the phase comparator as well as amplitude comparator. Now come to an example. Suppose consider a comparison of the input and output current of the transmission line. If the magnitude of the input current of the transmission line is more than the output current, then we can see that there is some additional current. Now, how this additional current has came? Actually, there definitely happened some fault. Due to that fault, that additional current has came in that transmission line. So this difference in the current can operate the differential protection relay. This is the example of differential protection. Now, what are the requirements of differential protection scheme or the differential relay? Number one, the network in which the relay used should have two or more than similar electrical quantities. Number two, the quantities have the phase displacement of approximately 180 degree. Now, why I have written these two parameters, these are required, I will explain through the current differential protection scheme. Normally, the most commonly used or commonly application of differential protection relay or differential protection scheme is current differential relay or current differential protection scheme. Now, you can see this diagram. This is a basic diagram of current differential relay. Now you can see that here is a dotted line. This dotted line represents the protection zone. Now with this line there are connected two cities. Suppose this one is city 1 and this one is city 2, and these two cities, the secondary as well as primary, are connected through the pilot wire. Now this wire where you can see the arrow line, these wire are called the pilot wire. Now here is written OC. This OC represent the operating coil of the relay. That means this operating coil, or we may say that the relay operating coil is connected in the midpoint of the pilot wire. Now, how this operation is going on, I will explain now. See, in the next slide, for the current differential relay. Now, how this current differential relay is working. First, we should know if any fault will occur within the protection zone. That means, suppose we can say a alternator, we can say a transformer as well as feeder. Now we should select the particular zone. Now what is that particular zone? Suppose I am taking an example of a transformer. Suppose the transformer winding. Now, that if we want to protect that transformer winding, that means we can say that that transformer winding is the protection zone. Now, if any fault will occur within the winding or within this protection zone, then the differential relay will work. Now, if the fault will occur beyond this protection zone, then this differential relay will not work, and this kind of fault is called the through fault. So we can say that for internal fault only the differential relay will work. For the through fault or external fault, the differential relay will not work. Now first come to the point, that is external fault. You can see in this diagram here, this dotted line is the protection zone. Now two cities are connected. Suppose we can assume that these two cities are identical. That means saturation of these two cities are identical. Now if any fault is occurring, that is the through fault or external fault, now we can say, suppose the source is faded from the one end. Suppose here a source is connected. That means we can say this capital I current is flowing from the left hand side to the right hand side. Now as the fault happened in the through fault, then we can see the capital I current is flowing through the through this line and through the protection zone, and it is going out. That means same current is going out. So the what is the function of city? That means the city will step down the current. So that is why the secondary current of the city is written as a small I, but the winding or the current which is flowing through the protective zone, it is written as a capital I. Now the current, incoming current and outgoing current. Suppose the current for the CT1, suppose this is CT1, this is CT1, and this one is CT2. Now the current will check by the CT1 and CT2. In the CT1, the capital I current is entering the primary, so secondary current will be small I, and we can see that through the CT2 the same current is flowing, that is capital I. So definitely for CT2 current will be I. Now what is the direction of this flow of current? Suppose through the CT1 the current will flow and it is ultimately going through the operating coil like this direction. Again through the CT2 or through the pilot wire, the secondary current of the CT will flow like in this direction and it will flow through this direction. So that means the downwards current is small I, as well as the upward current is where we can see that small I. So the difference current, suppose if we say ID is the difference current, that means we can say this ID is equal to I minus of I. So this I minus of I, it will give the result 0. So we can say that the current through the operating current is 0. That means indirectly we can say no current is flowing through the operating current. Now as per the relay operation, we know if minimum current will flow, or as per the set value the current will flow through the operating coil, the relay will work. But here you can see that no current is flowing through the operating coil of the relay, as current is not flowing through the operating coil of the relay, so that the relay will not work. Now from this explanation we can say that for the through fault the differential relay will not work. Now come to the internal fault. Now suppose any fault occur within the protection zone, that means in the transformer winding fault is happened. Now, as we can say, here the source is connected from the single end, as well as if any time if the source is connected from the both end. We can assume the source is in the left hand side, as well as we can assume the source is from the both end. Now here the example is given, the source is connected from the both end. Suppose in the left hand side the source is connected, as well as the right hand side the source is connected. Now see, if any fault occur within this protection zone, then what will happen? Suppose from the source 1 I1 current is flowing. Now as the source 1 I1 current is flowing, suppose the secondary is this one. I have given a dot, this one is the secondary. Now the through the pilot wire this I1 current will flow through this direction. That means the direction of this I1 current will be in this direction, which one I have shown here. Now if any fault has happened here, now the current will flow through that fault area. Suppose this area, this winding has been grounded. Now what will happen? This total current will flow grounded through this. Now the source is here. Now if no fault will occur, then what will happen? This difference current will become zero. As soon as the fault occur, then the excessive current will flow through this direction. Now what will happen? See this here is I2 current. Now the normal direction of this I2 current was in this direction. Suppose the normal direction is this. So this I1 and I2 is the similar current, or as per the difference value we can set the said value, that is I1 minus I2 is the said value. Then we can say this value is become 0. So operating coil will not work. But as here fault is occur, then the direction of this current through the city will be changed, and now the direction of this city will be like this way, in this direction. So actually what is the difference current or differential current? Here we can say the differential current will be id equal to I1 plus I2, I1 plus I2. So as this difference current is I1 plus I2, that means addition of the secondary current of the CT1 as well as the secondary current of the CT2, that means the current is huge current is flowing through the operating coil of the relay. Now from here we can say that the relay will work, and whenever this relay will work, that means relay send the signal to the circuit breaker, and circuit breaker will isolate that faulty section from the healthy section or from the supply, and that part will be isolated. So this is the concept of current differential relay. Now if suppose if any if now for internal fault as well as the fault which is occurred within the protection zone, now you can say suppose the supply is connected in single end, that is left hand side. Now if you try at your by yourself, then you can easily clarify, you can easily find out how this type of relay is working. Now you can do this one by yourself also. Now this type of protection scheme is also called march price protection scheme. Sometime the question may arise, or sometime may ask in the interview, as well as sometime may ask by somebody, what is march price protection? There is not mentioned the differential protection or differential relay. There may be asked the march price protection. So we can say that this march price protection as well as the differential protection both are same. But this differential protection scheme having some limitation. Now, to overcome that limitation, we need to use the percentage differential protection scheme or percentage differential relay, or we may say percentage biased differential relay. Now, what are the limitation and how the percentage of differential relay will work, I will explain in my next section or in my next lecture. Thank you.